Anthony Harwig here with a Middle Ridge volleyball player profile. Another one for you on the season. Joined today by senior Faith Schneider. Faith, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today.
Thank you for having me.
Man, it's senior year, Faith. What's it been like for you to go through all the emotions that senior year can bring? All the last moments. You've had your last home game now, last time through the league, all the different lasts that have come out of this year. How have you been handling it?
I mean, it's been really, really hard. I mean, I'm really, really close with my team, so it's just like really sad that I'm finally like a senior. Like I never thought it would come. Like I'm looking back at like freshman and sophomore year, and I was like, oh, like senior year is like never gonna come, and like now it's like finally here, and it's just like so surreal, just
How have you
crazy.
how have you been trying to just treasure every moment that you have this year, realizing that it is kind of your last run?
Well, I'm just trying to like be with my team and really like take in every moment and like not take it for granted and like really like just savor every moment that I have with like my friends and my family and my teammates and like my coaches.
Senior year is where you can get kind of reflective on your career and try to see how far you've come. When you look at freshman Faith Snyder, how much have you changed since freshman year?
Oh my gosh, I've changed a lot. I definitely like even like me like personally and like me as like a leader, like me as like just a person, the way I've like changed and like really like grown, like the coaching staff to really help me grow as like a volleyball player. Like my club team has really like helped me grow, and I like everything that they've like everything that like everyone has taught me has just shown me how to be a better person and how to like really step up to the occasion of everything.
What do you think is the biggest thing you've grown in? Like, what if you had to pick one thing that you were most different from yourself as a freshman? What would you pick?
Oh, probably my hitting, probably, definitely.
One of the things about your hitting, you are so confident. You're going to go up there, you're going to swing no matter who's on the other side of the net or what kind of blockers you have. You're always going to find a way to stay confident. How have you built confidence in your career, and where do you think it's at from a scale of 1 to 10 right now, your senior season?
Um, Probably say my confidence is at like probably like an 8. Well, like Coach Lesko always like really like is like on me about like being aggressive and like really like just trying to put the ball away, and that's like what I've learned. It's just to be aggressive and go out there and have fun. What's the worst that can happen? Like you make a mistake, but you get back at it and you just keep going hard. And like there are occasions when like you should like tip or be, but you should still always like know and like still always be aggressive. And I think that's like really what I taught me. It's like my freshman year, I was at Matthews High School and I had a different coach. It's like a lot. It was a lot different. Like I was expected to just like get the ball in, but also still be aggressive. So I think my aggression has like really helped me.
And you still channel that aggression because you have a really impressive hitting percentage. Let's talk about just your ability to keep that aggressiveness, but like you said, keep the ball in play and be an efficient hitter. How have you find it? How have you found it so successful in doing that this year?
Well, it's really been all about like the coaches and everything. Like I think it's more of just like my mentality. Like I want to like swing and like be like really aggressive, but like if the set like isn't in like the perfect spot where I can get a really good swing on it, I try to like think about it and like see if like I can place it somewhere or like still be aggressive but still get the ball in play. So it's just more about like my mentality and like what I see going on is when I like know like what to do.
You are blessed with a setter that usually puts it in the perfect spot for you. You don't
Yeah,
have to deal
she's amazing.
with not having it in the perfect spot for you a lot. Let's talk about the building of the relationship with you and Samantha Allett and how you two have gotten into such synchronization this year and what it's been like to have a setter like that right next to you.
Well, when I came in my sophomore year, I was like really intimidated by everyone because like I just come into like a new school. I had never done that before, and like she was like one of the first like people that like I knew and like started to get to know, and she was like so sweet, so like encouraging, and she would always be like, "You are amazing. Like you get up there and you swing. Like you be aggressive. Like." Because I always know, like, she's going to set me and she's going to give me a good ball that I can swing and put away.
A lot of teams would love to have a player putting up the numbers you are, but Middle Ridge has, a player that can copy and paste your numbers. You have two hitters that are just part of this
Hmm.
1-2 punch with you and Ava. What's it been like working with her and being just this kind of two-headed monster for Middle Ridge's offense?
I mean, I think it's really good because, well, like we both really like are competitive during practice. I think that's like one of the main things that like has made me like a better player is that when you have someone like so good like next to you or like opposing you, like when we like play each other, like it really like makes you step up and want to be a better player because she's so good, and then it makes me want to be a better player and be a better hitter.
When we talked to her earlier in the season for her player profile, she brought up the inter squad competition, friendly competition. You guys are
Hmm.
teammates, you love each other, but you still want to be the best. So, what's it been like, kind of like if you see Ava get a big kill and like you want to do that and you want to go and almost one up her a little bit? What's that dynamic been like for you two?
It's been honestly amazing. Like I said, it's just been like a way to like make us better because we're both very competitive. Oh, we're both really competitive, so it's just like amazing to see us like go back and forth and really like try to like one up each other, as you said.
Man, I've heard about hitting the lights out, but you've taken it to a different level as
I'm
the
sorry.
locker room.
I'm in my locker room, so I think
Right.
the lights just went off.
It might be on a timer. If you have to like get up and wave or something,
Okay,
that's okay.
sorry. One second.
But when I'll just ask this question while you're up. Hopefully you can hear me. Um,
Yeah, I can hear you. Sorry.
all right, let's just when we talked to Ava, we also asked her when you guys go up against each other in practice, like who has the one up, who has the upper hand. She got to have her say in that. So we have to give you that chance too. When you guys are going up against each other in practice and in scrimmages, inter squad scrimmages, who's got the upper hand?
I probably say I feel like it's 50-50, honestly. Like sometimes it's her, but sometimes it's also me. Just depends. Depends on the day, I would say.
Let's talk about this whole team. The one thing I love about this Rams team, you have seniors like you and Sam, and then you have Ava, who's not a senior but has been there and done that, definitely experience. But you also have some new faces that we've gotten the chance to talk to, players that are either taking a bigger role in varsity or taking their first steps in varsity. What's it been like for you and your fellow leaders on this team to bring up these new players and to watch them succeed as well?
Well, it's just really amazing to like see like even like the freshmen and the sophomores like play really really well because that's what makes like the juniors and seniors like good is like the competitiveness that we have in practice. So like when the freshmen and sophomores are like really competitive and doing really well, it like makes like the seniors and the juniors really like want to step up and play to like everyone's level so we can all like be competitive. So it just like really like brings up the level of practice and play that like we hold ourselves accountable for.
Who are some of the younger players on the team that you feel like you've taken under your wing, and when they inevitably succeed in the next year or two, you're going to say, man, I'm so proud because we put in a lot of work in getting her to where she's at?
I'd probably say Tomlin and Sullivan Sandy. They're both twins. I usually like well Tomlin is she's a libero, and then Sullivan's a setter and like DS. But I just like love seeing them play. Like when because I love defense, and when like Tomlin will get a good up or Sullivan will get a good up, I'll just be like screaming for them during practice because they're both such like amazing players and they could honestly be so good.
You are such a high energy player yourself. I mean, we've had photographers at your games, and every folder, every picture folder, there's multiple pictures of you just getting hyped up. How do you keep this high energy throughout a whole volleyball match? We know it's a long match. We also know there are dips and peaks in a volleyball match. How are you able to keep that energy throughout the whole game?
I think it's honestly just like my mentality and like how I want to like people to see me like as a player because like I don't want to let my team down. Like I want to be someone that my team can come to for support and like for me to be there. Like I want to be like that leader that never comes down, like never looks sad or even when we're down. Like I want to be someone that they can come to and they can ask like that I will be there for them, and that I will, like, when they do something good, like I am gonna be the one that screams and like is like, yeah, like you did that, like you deserve that.
Have you always been the high energy player, or do you think you've grown into that over your career?
I'd probably say I've always been very high energy, but I think that's just me. I just think it's like I just like being like fun and like really hyping everyone up. Cause like I never want to see anyone like give like put themselves down for like one mistake. Like that's like the play's over. It's the next play, and like it's you. You just gotta go out there and play.
Nothing really put out that image of next play more than your first tournament game against South Range, because you were 10 days off. The first set did not go your way,
Mm-hmm.
and you guys came back. Second set dominated. Third set 32-30, were able to pull that one out. There was a lot of ups and downs in that set, and then obviously dominating the fourth. What was that match like for you? I mean, it's tournament time. You feel the pressure as a senior because you lose and you go home. That's it. You're hanging up the volleyball jersey at Middle Ridge forever. What was it like for you, especially losing that first set, to try to just keep that energy and keep that next play mentality for yourself?
I mean, I think it was honestly just like a wake up call, because like it really like dawned on me that like any at any moment like this could be like my last match. So I think it was just like really like surreal for like all of us, because we all like realized that like we need to step up and we need to start like playing our best and just doing what we can do. Like that's all that like we can all ask for from each other. It's just to play our best and just to try and to work hard.
Was that 32-30 set the wildest kind of set you've ever been a part of at Middle Ridge?
It was. It was crazy. Like I was like we were going back and forth, and I was just like, this is crazy. Like I was tired. I was like, we just gotta keep pushing. And it was just amazing that like we won that set. Like that was like the turning point for us to win that set and to like push through like that. But I think that's because of how like hard we work in practice. Like every day we come in like ready to play, ready to push ourselves for our team.
I was listening to Coach Lesko's kind of post game talk with you guys. And one of the things he brought up is he reminded of you guys of the summer and all that you did in the
Mm-hmm.
summer, the high level teams you played. And he said it prepared you for moments like that with the 32-30 set. Could you feel it in that set that, hey, everything we've done in the summer has really led to this moment?
Oh, it definitely has. Like we played so many matches and went to so many tournaments and scrimmages that really like got us right. We played so many like good teams that like that made us ready and feel prepared for like when it came to like those tough sets, that we were ready, that we knew that we could do it.
All right, Faith, you got a big one against Columbiana now. You're trying to push into the district championship game. How are you preparing for this district one? You don't have nearly as many days off as you did between your end of the regular season and the first tournament game. So, in what ways are you preparing for this district semifinal, and what do you think it's going to take for you guys to go and get a win and put yourselves in the championship game?
Well, usually we come into like practice like ready to go, and like as you said, like Coach Lesko, he always has a game plan. Like he comes into practice like ready, and like even like he has like stuff written down on a piece of paper. Like he's like ready and he knows what he wants us to work on. And I think that's what like really like is preparing us for like these tournament games, because like he knows what he wants to work on in practice, like what we needed to work on in like the game, like what we should have done better. Like he's always like ready to make us a better team and to really like step up the level of practice, and like we come in ready to play. And I think that's what has really prepared us for everything.
Take us inside the huddle a little bit. What has been the main focus that Coach Lesko has had the game plan of for you guys is to get better at between the two tournament games that you obviously have played?
Well, a lot of it is like serving and serve receive, because we've like struggled a little bit with serving and serve receive. And he always said that like that's the main thing. Like serving and passing is like is the main thing in volleyball. Like if you can't pass, like you can't hit. So he's like really been focusing on like our ball control and our serve receive and our serving.
We love your serve. Oh, let's talk about it. It's so good. Such a fun serve to watch. It's like it's a hard serve, but it also dips at the end. You got that I almost a slider. How much work has you have gone into perfecting what you have now?
A lot of work. Like my dad, my coach Schneider, he's the freshman coach here. He's like worked a lot with me on my jump serve and like making me like really focus on my toss and like my rotation on the ball. Even Coach Lesko, like he always like even in games, he'll be like, Faith, just focus on hitting the ball between like the antenna and the net. Like he always like helps me to like refocus myself to know what to do.
Where's your favorite spot to serve on the floor? Like if Coach Lesko says serve here, you're like, all right, game on.
I'd probably say the one
Yep.
spot.
And I've seen a lot of aces go to that spot. Faith, before we let you go, I want to give you the chance to thank your support system. So many people have had your back over the last 4 years. I want to give you the chance to shine a light on all those people and kind of just give them a shout out for what they've done for you.
I have to shout out my family, especially my dad, Coach Lesko, my coach Wright, my aunts and uncles that have all come to my games, Miss Stith, our athletic director, all my teachers, even like my club team, Infinity Volleyball Club. They've really done a lot for me. Even you.
Faith, we want to thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. We appreciate your time. We know you're busy. We know you're getting ready for a district semifinal, but we love talking to you. We wish you the
Thank
best of
you.
luck, and we will talk to you real soon.
All right. Thank you so much.